And we are live, Dale.
Hey, everybody, it's Dale Jr. for the Dale Jr. Download, and this is the Ask Junior part of the show. We're excited for you guys to tune in and join us here on our YouTube channel for Dirty Mo Media. Thanks for supporting the podcast and everything we do at Dirty Mo Media. We got a lot going on, so stay glued to our social media handles for a lot of cool announcements. Mike Davis over here, he's developing a lot of new podcasts for you guys to enjoy. So we had Joseph Newgarden at the table today, IndyCar driver from Nashville. He talked to us about his life and also about the Nashville Grand Prix coming up. And, man, it was an awesome conversation. The guy is a great storyteller, and he's got a pretty fun little story of his career. So hope you guys will tune in. That'll be out later this evening. But you've sent your questions in to Xfinity Racing on Twitter. And Leah is piling those things up and getting them ready for us. So let's get started, Leah.
Yeah, let's kick it off. We had a couple of Olympic-themed questions for you, Dale. First one from Brian Wiltshire. What are your favorite Olympic events to watch?
I think track and field's always fun. Racing, any kind of racing style competition is fun for me. The relay, passing the baton, how difficult that must be and tricky that must be. The longer running events, I like the sprints too, but the endurance ones, really seeing somebody push their body to insane lengths. The swimming stuff, same thing. Racing, I enjoy those probably the most. All the traditional ones. You know, that when you were in school and looking at books and all the traditional track and field style events are always fun. Fun to watch those people do that.
If you could be in one Olympic sport, either winter or summer, what sport would you be in? That's from Ryan.
Yeah, we had a little conversation about this on the NBC broadcast in New Hampshire, and they said pick one you'd be, and I'm thinking archery, I guess, because I like to bow hunt. So. Trying to be the best in the world at shooting a bow would be probably a fun challenge. And it was pretty interesting what everybody thought of. But I think archery is a reasonable consideration. I'm not athletic, so it's not going to be any kind of a running and jumping kind of thing for me or swimming. I'm not going to be good at any of that. But I can do it, not fast.
One more Olympic question. This is from Higgy, who's watching live on YouTube. Do you have an Olympian, past or present, that you would like to meet?
Oh my gosh! Any gold medal winner. I mean, any kind of medalist is always fun to meet. We always would have those come through the drivers' meetings, and join, come to races, and they'll sit up there. So at the drivers' meeting, you got all the people lined up that they're going to introduce, the celebrities. That are there for the races, and they'll be there with their gold medals. And to think about where that gold medal came from and the journey that it's been on, and that it is now in their possession and belongs to them is just it's a fun thing to be in the same room with. I'll say that. And to imagine the work I think that those people put into their lives and the commitment they make to be the best they can be. And then they're pushed out in front of the world, on this stage to compete and succeed. And only a few get to enjoy success. And so, but anyhow, I've had the chance to meet a bunch of gold medalists from the United States over the years, and it's always amazing.
Next question coming from Thor Redstone. What do you do with all the dirt from lost speedways that you put in your jars? Where does that go?
We got in our little office there. When you see the intro to the show, some of them are in that little office right there. But Matthew's got some, and his some of them are more particular to other individuals in the production crew. So maybe they have their own jar from certain tracks. But
half my crap's at your house still.
Okay, yeah. We have a lot of stuff at that office where we shoot the intro of me walking into the gas station. Yeah.
Next question coming from 3 laps down. What manufacturer do you see coming into the sport next, and what team do you think would be the one to switch over?
Oh, I don't even know. There's been a lot of speculation about Honda, but I've not heard anything. I've not heard any kind of rumblings about who that could be. that might come into the sport. So, and I don't really know what team would be, their choice, or what team might be in a great position to kind of do what Gibbs did with Toyota, or what Ray Evernham did with Dodge, be that sort of first team that gets them off the ground. That's an undertaking. It's a great position to be in, I think, for a race team, to have that initial support right out of the gate. But you got to understand too that when you take on that relationship and that responsibility, that there will be those growing pains to get that manufacturer to be competitive over the years. We saw that, how difficult that was for Toyota before they were able to get a foundation there in the Cup Series and start winning a lot of races. But it took them a while. They had a lot of success in the Truck Series before they started winning races in the Xfinity and the Cup Series.
Next question from Ryan Cliver. How excited or nervous are you to race at Richmond? That'll be here before you know it.
Ooh, I'm scared. Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm scared. I ain't been in a car. I don't know how it's going to go. So it's always an absolute unknown, and it'll feel completely my heart will be beating out of my chest the minute before I get in the car. So I don't think there's any practice, so we'll just hit the ground running, right? Drop the green flag and start racing. Hopefully I don't make any mistakes or not being in the car and getting out on the racetrack with the rest of the competitors, kind of finding my place and not making a mistake will be really critical in the first, 40 laps of the race till I can settle in and things start to make sense. And you want to become part of the car, right? That's the hope, that you and the car kind of work together as one, and it feels very comfortable. But that won't happen right away. So hopefully I can get through that, that first stage in the race without any real mistakes and issues. That'll be on my mind, is just not, making sure that, because as you get older, I think it becomes harder to know where things are around you. When you drive a race car every single week, you don't even need to look in the mirror to know where that guy is behind you or beside you. You don't even need to look. It's just it's a sense that it's automatic, and you can drive right out the windshield the whole race, only relying on the information from your spotter and everything else without even looking around to see where the cars are behind you and beside you. But I think getting back in the car for the first time in a long time, that won't be so natural. So I hope I don't make any mistakes, run anybody, myself in the fence or anything like that.
All right, one more question coming from Andra Shire. I just watched the movie Red Dirt Rising. Does the track TriCity Raceway from this still exist?
I have no
clue.
Do
you know,
Mm-mm.
Matthew?
Yes, there was TriCity Speedway. I don't think it still exists. I think it's developed. That's my best guess.
Gotcha.
Hit him with another one.
Oh,
Another
okay.
one, right?
We got one more. From Ryan Talley. Hey, Dale Jr., are you a dry rub guy or sauce guy when it comes to barbecuing?
Yeah, either one. I mean, I had never had dry rub ribs until I went to Rendezvous. We've talked about them on this podcast before. They actually sent me a box a couple weeks ago because we mentioned them on the podcast.
That's cool.
And so they ship Rendezvous in Memphis. They ship you ribs if you want to get some, and they do a great job of getting you a great product. You wouldn't think, I don't know that a lot of people would consider having barbecue shipped to them, particularly ribs and things like that, and brisket. That's all, you just heat it and eat it. But the Rendezvous ribs ship really well, and it's, I think, because it's a dry rub. So when you get the rib, either you're eating it there or at home, you can heat it up on the grill or heat it up in the oven or whatever. But then you just they give you the rub and you just cover it with the dry rub and eat it, right, just like that. And I'd never had dry rub barbecue until I went to Rendezvous, and I'm like, so you just eat it like this? That you don't cover it in sauce? But it is so good.
Where's that?
Memphis, Rendezvous in Memphis. But I do love sauces, and I love all types when it comes to barbecue sauce. I'm probably more into the hotter stuff, spicy hot styles, but sweet and hot I like a lot. I'm not into the vinegar-based North Carolina style sauces. I'll eat it, and I don't mind mustard-based slaw and things like that. I do enjoy that particular type of slaw, but when it comes to sauces, I'm more of a Midwestern style barbecue. But I love to talk about barbecue because it's I just love eating it.
And
Yeah.
now we're all hungry.
All right, yeah, we are. Thanks, great question. Got us all hungry. Some good stuff there. So I appreciate everybody tuning in for this part of the show. The Ask Junior part of the show is always a big favorite for me because we get to talk to you. We do the rest of the show with ourselves, and it's great to be able to get a live audience involved somehow, some way. So you guys always make it happen. So thanks a lot. And again, Joseph Newgarden, it was a great conversation. You're going to be surprised. This guy was a great storyteller and a ton of fun to listen to. And I think he's going to have some new fans when everybody gets a hold of this podcast tonight. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the Dirty Mo Media brand and the Dale Jr. Download.